Hey, so today in Guild Wars, we're gonna go ahead and test out Avaris, the water Anubis. And I'm not gonna go ahead and bring him into this specific revive comp with Theomars and Brian. I'm a little worried that their Theomars gonna kill him right off the bat. I really don't want to lose him for the rest of the guild battles, but I will use him. So we're just gonna play it really simple, really safe for the first two fights. Now, keep in mind this is a mid-game arena, so don't expect this to be working in Guardian 3 Legendary Arena. Okay, so I'm gonna go and kill their Pheromos. Do attack buff here. The Bella's gonna heal, but I'm not really too worried about it. Okay. Now my Jubel is on full Revenge, and I actually prefer that over Violent Revenge, simply because he's a really slow monster. I'm not really using him, me personally, for anything other than to tank light monsters, and just to soak up as much damage as possible and dish it right back. I think it's very situational, and for me it works out pretty well. Okay, so the counter there. Go ahead and kill their Bella next. Alright. But I mean, I've seen other people use him for, you know, attack, or excuse me, HP, crit damage HP, but I have mine full HP and as much defense percentage subsets as possible, and just keep him purely for tanking. Okay, so I'm gonna go and kill their Theomars. He resisted, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait before I can actually massacre. I really don't want to waste the massacre cooldown since it's decently long for a nuke. Really just want to get like the perfect setup. Now their Chloe, okay, Fanatic. We're just gonna have to wait a little bit longer, just stall out. Try to seize that. Okay. My Vermos might be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, and now I'm gonna go ahead and massacre him down. His Theomar is actually revenge proccing quite often. I think revenge is pretty good for a Theomars, but I think will runes are the best for him. Specifically because some people will bring an anti-Theomars type of team setup where it's just a straight up nuke. Bring Megan or Lumi, reset him, and kill him, you know, as soon as possible. But if you have a will rune, you negate all of that. So I think will runes is the ideal sub runes for Theomars. Okay, we're just gonna kill off Chloe. Yeah, I really want to bring Avaris here, but it's too risky. Theomars is just too unpredictable. Okay, but we will find some, promise. Alright, so let's attack a +2 here. Okay, let's see. Perfect. So this is the perfect type of Avaris team. Now the beauty about Avarus is too is he grants pretty substantial resistance leader skill into guild battles. 40% is actually a lot. So let's say you bring for this team, you bring a wind tank, and all you really have to do is get him to 60% resistance, and you're golden. And bottom team, I could bring this team, but I think I'm gonna switch it around a little bit. So I definitely need Vermos. I'm gonna bring Copper, and I'm gonna bring my Talc. And I will explain to you why I think Copper doesn't necessarily need Randy when I get into that fight. Okay. Now I tested out Avaris in Arena, and some people have been asking, can he one-shot Perna? And the short answer is no, he can't. I think he'd be pretty broken if he could though. But he does decent amount of damage. Right there was about 10k. It's not too bad. His applied effect is a heal block, so that's not bad either. Okay, so but their Monkey Kings are coming back. Their Amon will, but I'm not really too worried about it. As long as their Monkey King's out of the picture, I'm pretty golden here. So we could just finish him off with the brand. And now it's just gonna be Vanessa all by himself. So that was roughly around 8-9k. Not the greatest. He's not the fastest monster in the world either. So far he's really not doing the most explosive damage as some people have expected. Okay. So my Tauk, I set him up to be before my Copper, and I'm just gonna go ahead and Thunder Strike their Bella. My Copper right now is at 100% crit and about roughly around 109% crit damage. Now some people, you know, believe that you need to have crit damage for slot 4, and yes, I can agree at some points, but I'm not really bringing him to do 42, 45,000 damage. If I could do around 36, 35, 36, I'm totally content with that. Especially because I know exactly how much damage he's going to do in every situation, because he's at 100% crit, and because with that, I'm not worried about if he's going to crit or not going to crit. So, and, he could be flexible with that. I don't have to always bring him in with a Randy all the time, and that way I can bring him in different types of team setups. And I definitely appreciate him to be doing that over strictly being, tag team buddies with Randy. Okay, so we got a beta here, and we're going to go ahead and bring Avaris into this situation too. First team looks pretty easy. All you really need to do is out-tank them, and if you get one little type of burst like, my Escher, then it's game over for them. Alright, so going to bring Avaris again, and I think I want to bring Chasun to tank as well. You know what, I'm getting a little bored with Bella here, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring 2 burst damage dealers, Escher and Perna. Really don't think I really need to bring Veramos in there too, but it really doesn't matter. Their Lucian is really slow. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I was gonna go in right in between. Okay, so we're just gonna nuke down Aquila and just kill off their Bernard. Fairly simple. You bring a shield rune monster in there too, you'll survive. As long as you survive, you win. Okay. So we're gonna kill their Trevor, and let's see how much Brand can we one-shot a Trevor with Brand. Close. But we're just gonna get rid of him with our Chasun. So in this specific team, our Avaris didn't serve his purpose. He did not prevent the revive. But we always get a second chance. The beauty about him between all the other stop revivers like Rocky and the Dark Amazon, I think it is he has a passive, so instead of a long cooldown skill. So that really works in your favor, and that's what makes him so amazing. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and try to do an attack buff and do a perfect setup, armor break and the Brand, and see how much damage we can do. But looks like it's gonna be a little bit difficult here. But you're just gonna have to bear with me, because I really want to see how potential he can be with Brand, with attack buff, and with armor break. Now, people can say branding is very similar to armor break. I'm gonna just stop you right there. It's not. Nowhere close. Armor break is so much more superior than a branding effect, because branding effect only does 25% increased damage. So it might be good with a ignore defense monster, but when it comes down to armor break and doing a burst with that is so much more superior. Okay, so now Betta's all alone, and she's never gonna be able to revive anybody, even though her cooldown is probably up at this point. Alright, so there's the end of this guild battles. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy it, just go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. See ya! Alright, so this is a replay that I recorded earlier today. It's in Guardian Arena, I would say probably low Guardian. And you can watch it. It's pretty cancer because basically everybody dies in this entire video. I still win, but you really don't have to watch the entire thing because, like I said, it's pretty cancer. But you can see how, Avarus really doesn't do that much damage without the proper setup. And you can pretty much just judge him yourself and see if he works out, for you, if he's the right monster for you as well. But he does survive until the end of the video, so if you want to just keep watching just to check out his damage, feel free. But to me, I would probably stop it early on because, like I said, this is pretty toxic. But enjoy.